everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I figured we would show some love to the Challenger. So as you can see, I just passed over 39,000 miles on my 2009 Dodge Challenger SRT8. So I have the 6-speed Tremec TR6060 manual here, and I have to say I am in love with this vehicle. But with that being said, how's the reliability of it? Well, I have owned this vehicle now for 2,240 miles, over almost 2 years, so I don't drive it a ton. This is actually the most I've driven it here over the course of the summer, which has been the last like 3 days or so. So with that being said, I have ran into no issues. Like I'm not joking, like zero issues with this. The only thing I've had to do is replace the stock tires with newer tires, and that's it. Otherwise, this vehicle has been bulletproof. And this has a 6.1 Hemi, and I'm a huge fan of the 6.1 Hemi for that exhaust note. That is truly unbelievable. I think the 6.1 Hemi is the best Hemi V8 engine ever made. You can boost it, you can do work to it, you can daily drive it, you can drive it without having to worry about the MDS, so the multi-displacement system. Really, you can do anything you want to this 6.1 Hemi. It holds up to power extremely well. It holds up to mods extremely well, and paired with this transmission, it is the perfect combination to create kind of the ultimate muscle car, in my opinion, especially from the later 2000s, early 2010s. You'd be hard pressed to find a better muscle car than this Challenger. For me now, again, I have had no issues with it. It's been very, very reliable, as it should, and I truly expect to own this car a long time. I've looked at getting a newer Challenger SRT with the manual, but at the end of the day, I don't think I would, because I love the 6.1 Hemi so much. I've driven and I've owned 6.4 Hemis, but they are very fast. I mean, in every comparison, they're a better engine. But the sound I don't think is quite as good, and the reliability isn't quite as good. So for me, I've got a vehicle that I absolutely love. While the newer 2015 body style and newer on this LX platform with the Challenger does look better, it truthfully does. The interior is better. Everything about it is better. I like the fact that this has a 6.1 Hemi, only produced in the Challenger for 3 model years. This was not available after 2010. It was only available from 2008 to 2010. Now the 6.1 as a whole is available from 05 to 2010, because I had that in my 07 Chrysler 300 SRT. And the only knock I have about this powertrain is the 5-speed automatic. I will never, ever buy a Chrysler product with the 5-speed automatic again. It ruined a perfectly good engine. In my 300, I got so bored of that engine because of the fact that the transmission sucked. While it was very reliable, it sucked. The gearing was too long. The slap shift automatic was not responsive. There was no engagement driving that vehicle, and for me, I couldn't own another one of those vehicles. But this I see myself keeping, because it does have the newer Tremec TR6060. It has the 6.1 Hemi. It's got all the features that I want in a vehicle. It's lovely. It really is. So over 39,000 miles. The only mod that I have done to this vehicle has been the cold air intake, and the previous owner put an exhaust on here. I'm not sure what it is, but it sounds absolutely lovely. Not much of a drone. The 6.1 Hemi beats all of the other vehicles when it comes to exhaust note and engine induction, for sure. In terms of LS motors, Coyote, Predator, Voodoo, and maybe not necessarily the Voodoo, but I would have to say it definitely beats those American V8s. Even on light acceleration, it really does what you need it to do. It is phenomenal. Like I said, over the 2,400 miles that I've owned it, I've had no issues with it. This is kind of our favorite cruiser that we like to go out and cruise in. My fiance and I, whenever we get the chance, so like a couple times a year, we like to choose this one because the seats are bigger, they're bolstery, if that's even a word, and they're couch-like. They are wonderful to sit in, not like my Solstice or my Corvette, where those are a little tinier, less cushiony, you know, just, I mean, the ethos of those cars are different, but you don't have all this massive room in here to fit people and stuff in. So, we tend to like this car the best, and not to mention, if you wanna rip a really good burnout, or if you want to slide, this is by far the easiest car to do it, because all of that torque is down low, and you just mash the pedal in first or second gear, and boom, you're roasting the rear tires. It's amazing. I don't do that too often because I'm not made out of money to replace my rear tires all the time, but it sure is fun to do. That I do have to say, it is very fun to do. Other than that, I absolutely love my Challenger. It's no notes for me for my ownership period, and why I love it. It fits my ethos. It fits my why I love cars, why I love Mopar. Everybody looks at it. Everybody loves the Challenger. It's such an American icon, and probably one of the most important cars in Chrysler's history, maybe besides the 300 and the Charger. Really kind of the most important cars in Chrysler's history, for sure, and I'm proud to own it, and really proud to drive it around in the brilliant black color, or diamond black, my bad, with the carbon fiber hood stripe on there. It really is just a great car to own. As far as exterior, how that's held up, everything is held up great. The lights, there are no like fading spots or water spots, anything like that. The fog lights I do need to replace just because of rock chips and age and wear and stuff hitting them, but that's a project for the winter time here. Otherwise, the paint has held up fantastic. Luckily for me, when I bought this car, there was PPF on it, but I instantly took the PPF off because it was, after a while, plastic, just like on my phone case here, clear plastic turns like a icky, dirty brown color, and that's exactly what happened to the PPF. So I ripped it off, which was great. You know, PPF is good for, I would probably say 3 to 4 years, 5 years tops, depending on how you store your vehicle. And clearly this one wasn't cleaned or stored very well. There was water marks all over it, hard water spots, everything like that. So tore the PPF off, so the paint was perfect underneath. I gave it a really good paint correction here, and it looked great. Now it still looks great because I barely drive it, and I love driving it when I do, and I love when people look at the vehicle. It is wonderful. But exterior wise, held up great. I probably should do brakes pretty soon here, but they were excellent. These Brembos slow this beast down so fast, and that's exactly what this beast needs, is a set of Brembos on here. Otherwise, everything else works as it should. My TPMS still works great because it's been cold here lately, so my tire pressure has gone below 32. But other than that, very happy with the car. So please reach out. Any questions, any comments? If you want more Mopar content, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.